Brazil 3, Peru nil. Nil? 1. 1. Brazil 3, Peru 1. It honestly looks like Peru didn't score a single goal. And for the longest of the game, 2-1, it seems like Peru were competing, but they were not. My goodness, Peru died of nothing. Nothing. De nada. Peru se murió de nada. Ni gripe, ni nada. Nada. Brazil didn't play spectacularly well. The goals that they had were because of individual mistakes that we allowed them to make. And yeah, like Peru didn't do shit. And that's the worst thing, man. That's the worst thing. The thing very similar to, I recall it back to Barcelona 4-0 against Liverpool. You can play. There are ways to lose, man, but you cannot lose not competing. And that's what I saw today. Peru were even 1 man up. Brazil were with 10 men, and they didn't take the chances. In the left hand side corner of Peru, they were there for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It was just Everton at Vincula, throwing. Bullshit. Like, how are you not going to compete, man? You have the advantages. Everything was handed to you. The penalty even. You didn't did anything. Nothing. Like I said again, Peru died of nothing, guys. Nothing. And that's the most humiliating for me. Because coming into this game, of course I wanted to win, because you get a chance in football, you're gonna try to take it. But you also gotta remember that, I don't know, like, it's bullshit. Honestly, it's bullshit. Not because we lost, that's fine, but I'm more bullshitting because of Peru, because they didn't do shit. It was just Brazil playing their final, and yeah, let's see what happens. Peru, Brazil might have well just giving them the cup from the get-go, because this game didn't happen anything. It was Brazil, everything from minute 1 to minute 95. Brazil was all the time, and how can you allow another penalty at the end? I've never walked away from a game, but this one, I'm recording this in minute 91, because I know the game is already going to be ending 3-1. Literally, that's what's going to happen, because Peru are not going to do nothing. I don't know, nervousness, it might be a thing. I don't know, man. But if this is something you've been working towards your entire time, your entire year, you're gonna take it. I don't know, my attitude is different. If I get a chance to commentate the Champions League final, I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna act nervous. I'm gonna be proving everything that I have and put it on the table. I'm not gonna be walking around like a piece of trash. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try and take it. And Peru didn't take it at all. Disgusting. And it's humiliating, because you want your team, you want your nation. I don't know from where you can be. For instance, let's say you are from Senegal, and Senegal make it to the final of the World Cup. You certainly want your team to put in a good performance, to show into the eye of the world that they are actually playing good. And I know Peru is much more than that, but guess what? We live in a world where the spotlight decides everything, and now everybody's gonna be taking a look at Peru and be like, oh yeah, just another crap, they're gonna ball it, and they're gonna forget that you even reached the final. You still gotta put a good performance, because like I said, even though it was 2-1 all this time, Peru died of nothing. They lost because of themselves. That's the honest thing. Peru didn't compete at all. Disgusting, absolute trash. And like I said, even though I wanted this game to, of course I wanted to win this game, but I wasn't expecting to win it. But what I was expecting, and I was almost 100% sure, is that we were gonna compete, and we didn't compete. Disgusting, trash. Ugh, disgusting, absolutely disgusting. I'm not the persons here in Peru, they're gonna be like, oh, let's remember that we went to the final and we did have a good job. No, I'm gonna say, you had a chance to do something and you wasted it. So you better look yourself in the mirror very, very hard, because you lost because of yourself, and that's not how you need to lose a game. You first need to understand, to give your 100%, and then see what happens. If the team is better, well, so be it. Win, but you still gotta die on that field, and Peru today didn't do that. Trash, absolute trash. So yeah, well, now I'll give you a little bit more of an insight into the actual game. Quickly to summarize Peru, because I know some of you may not be as interested in that as Brazil. Quickly, I gotta say, like, Peru in the very first half did what they needed to do in the second half. And in the second half, Peru did what they needed to do in the first half. Peru were touching all the time, but Brazil was at its best when they were kind of like just pressuring and pressuring and pressuring. And that's not what you do, man, because so many mistakes, we're committing them inside the box. Just throw it long, man. I don't care if you play nice, it's the final. You need to try and win it, right? Remember that? No, they were just playing out the back, and that's not what you need to do in these instances. You just gotta throw it, man. Throw it long. Get it Guerrero to pull it down. Have someone like Cueva, Carrillo, or Flores overlapping. And that's it. That's what you needed to do. And no, they were touching the ball like if they were Barcelona in its prime. And guess what? You're not Barcelona in its prime. You're Peru. Know what you are. Know what you are. In the second half, it was completely opposite. They were 10 men down, you had a chance, 50 minutes to go, you gotta prove it, you gotta score one goal. Because then in the extra time, anything can happen, penalties, anything can happen. So go there and just score the goal that you need. But guess what? We were throwing it long. In a case when we didn't need to throw it long because Brazil had already 5 defenders having a back of 5. And you could just head it down and Brazil easily won the ball and went back to the corner and just tried to make... No, they didn't went to the corner, but they were of course trying to slow the game down. And in those situations, you need to remain calm. You need to remain calm, pass the ball around. And Peru, like I said, did completely opposite. They did in the second half what they needed to do in the first one. On the first one, they did what they needed to do in the second one. But well, overall Brazil, I gotta say, I was completely impressed by the work of people like Gabriel Jesus and Firmino because they closed down very, very fast. As soon as Peru got the ball, Brazil came to it, and kept closing down. And yeah, insane. Everton as well, very good. If I was Brazil, I would have let Everton take the final penalty. We thought Everton would have won the Pichichi, would have been the goal scorer of this Copa America. And certainly he's going to go into Europe now. There are going to be clubs out there looking for him. Bayern, if you need a winger, go and get Everton. 30 million max. That's what I think he will go for. Very good Brazil in those situations. The moment where I think Brazil looked the most vulnerable was when Peru scored that goal, and it was honestly just stupid that like we committed that mistake. 2 slips in the very same thing. 2 slips. You want to talk about Gerrard slipping? Talk about Tapia and Zambrana slipping in the same play, and that came the second goal. You know, Peru scored the penalty, and Brazil looked very vulnerable because they have never been conceded in this Copa America, and you have to kind of have that resilience to do so, and Brazil didn't show that. So I thought that was the moment where Peru could actually get the ball, do something. And no, we had to waste it immediately and just concede a goal. Everything was lined up, honestly. Everything was lined up perfectly. Because you have the penalty, which was a handball. Even was a penalty that they committed on you. It was a handball. And even one which wasn't forced. It was just a rebound on the hand of Thiago Silva. You had it that hand into you, bam, you missed it. Bam, they just score a goal right away. They go 10 man down and you didn't even do something. Honestly, 15 minutes and Peru had what, 20 possession in those 15 minutes. That's disgusting. I think that Arthur as well, incredible job. He's such a good metronome and we're so happy to have him in Barcelona because he's gonna be making some very, very good plays for the future. He keeps the midfield ticking. In Peru we don't have that, and you can clearly see that. You can clearly see how there's no link-up play, and Arthur just does that on his own for Brazil. I almost said Real Madrid, I don't know why. Casemiro, insane, man. Every ball he won it back with ease, and I think that when you don't have, for instance, I'm a Barcelona fan, you may be a Chelsea fan, whatever. When you see a player in your rival's team, you don't tend to honestly enjoy it as much. You kind of hate them. But when they're neutral, when they're in Brazil, for instance, I hate Casemiro in Real Madrid, but in Brazil, you can just appreciate how much job and hard work he actually does for his team. I think Coutinho was a little bit invisible. He got some very good dribbles, just completely obliterating Peru. Like, honestly, like, we weren't even there, I think. We didn't even turn up to the game. You already know that, but... yeah, so Coutinho was drilling past, and I think he had some kind of decision makings to fix. I think the problem with Coutinho now, I don't think he has a particularly good Copa America, but what he needs to do though, it's kind of, he needs to calm down and slow it down because he had so many times where he was going to shoot, where honestly the better option was to pass it, and he didn't do that as well. So overall, I think Brazil was very good. The red card to Gabriel Jesus, yeah, it was a red card in my opinion. It was a provocation from Zambrano, and I guess intelligent on Zambrano, but once again, it's not intelligent if you don't take advantage of it. So overall, you know my thoughts, guys. Peru died of absolutely nothing. Brazil win their fifth? No, I don't know how many Copa Americas Brazil have won. This is, I think, the fourth time they have won actually in Brazil. They have never lost in Brazil, so that's kind of interesting. I don't think there was anything of this in this game. I think Tobar was a very good referee, and actually, like you can just see, man, if it was actually like this, a red card to Brazil wouldn't have happened. So yeah, overall, guys, I think Peru died of absolutely nothing and nothing. And I'm not like, once again, I'm not the people who say nice job for the journey. No, man, you need to get there, and then I can say nice the journey. But it doesn't mean anything getting to the final for me. It doesn't mean anything if you don't at least die trying, and we didn't do that, and that's disgusting and that's humiliating, honestly. And all of you, hopefully you enjoyed this game, you find some attractive to it. Of course, you're gonna be supporting Brazil, but in my eyes, it was just like, I was disappointed, so disappointed, man, so disappointed. And I almost forgot, and I'm a good loser, so I forgot to say this, honestly, and I'm coming back, but I didn't want you to think that I didn't want to congratulate Brazil, because I do. Brazil were the most consistent team of the entire Copa America, and I gotta hand them to them. They did their things, they played good, they knew how to react, and overall, congratulations to Brazil for being the Copa America 2019 champions. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Ciao.